Well, hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany. This is episode 3 of the Strong Momma Diaries. I just feel like I've been making so much progress lately just in the past couple of months from starting this weightlifting journey at home, and I wanted to be a little light of inspiration for you if you're someone who doesn't like to go out to the gym, or you maybe aren't able to really, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and it's just easier if you can do it all at home. I'm here for you. I've been struggling for the past couple weeks now though in my journey because I feel like we don't have many weights at home. So I feel like I've been plateauing where I just feel like I don't know if I can grow anymore. I don't know if I can even gain any more muscle. And we're limited. We don't have that much equipment to work with. I will say the past couple of days I have been able to lift more weights and just challenge myself that way. Challenge myself mentally to know, you know what? These 30-pound dumbbells are heavy. And they've been serving me for a while, but let's try 40-pounders. Let's try it because we have them, and we have 2 of them even. That's just been crazy though, to think I can lift that heavy, because especially dumbbells, like it's all so compact. It just feels heavier that way compared to if you're lifting a barbell. So I'm still getting used to all that and working out at home with these dumbbells, but it's been wonderful. So I'm excited to share with you guys my workout routine that I usually do every week. I lately have been doing Monday, Wednesday, Fridays lower body, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays upper body. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling with abs. So I will try to do an ab workout though and show you guys what I want to start doing more of that, and just my routine in general. So I'm gonna show you today's workout and then tomorrow's workout. So today is Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, so I'll show you upper body and then a lower body and then abs as well. And I honestly feel like the biggest thing that's been helping me with this journey to actually grow muscle is rest. I wouldn't even say like follow your calendar and be like, I'm gonna do this and this every day. Think about it more like listen to your body. How are your muscles really feeling today? If you feel like you can do a big strength training workout today with your upper body or your lower body, go for it. But if your legs are really sore, wait a day or 2 and see how you're feeling that day. I will show you guys in the next couple of clips of my workout routine, but notice it's gonna be in the evening time. I actually start my workout around 7:30, 8 o'clock when we put the kids down. And that's just been working for me. I know it's not ideal to work out at night. Sometimes I think it can energize you too much and then it kind of interferes with your sleep. Thankfully, I'm tired enough as a mom, so I don't struggle with that, but just keep that in mind. You might be someone who wants to work out earlier in the morning. And I definitely want to get there, you guys. It's just been hard to get enough sleep in at night, just with our little one. He wakes up a lot. But I really do want to try to wake up earlier. I think I might challenge myself for episode 4 and see if I can wake up earlier for those workouts. I've been rambling enough, sorry about that. But with all that being said, here is my workout routine. All right, so here's our display of dumbbells. We have 5s, 8s, 10s, 15s, 20s, 30s, and then I forgot to put the 40s in here, but we do have 2 40 dumbbells as well. So that's been wonderful. Eventually we would love to have like barbells and much more equipment, but this is what we have so far. Hello again. Okay, so it's Editing Brittany here. I forgot to mention a few things. So I'm gonna show you guys, upper body and lower body days. And just keep in mind, I'm going to show you guys like each exercise at a time. I'm not going to show you like my rounds that I do. So I'll just explain all that now so it all makes sense. So every day I'll do about 6 exercises, and I'll do like a superset though. So I would take like 3 of those exercises, make it into a superset. So I do about 3 sets of those. And then I would do each exercise. I would normally do about 10 reps. If it's pretty heavy, if I'm challenging myself more weight-wise, then I will definitely do like 5 reps, honestly, which is honestly pretty challenging for myself anyway. Sometimes I will do 10 reps, and then the next set will be 8 reps, and then the next set after that will be 5 reps. So sometimes I'll vary it up like that. It just depends on how much I'm lifting. And then if I feel like I can't go quite heavier yet, then sometimes to challenge myself, I'll do time over tension. So if you're doing a squat, just hold that squat for longer than you usually do, or hold that push-up for longer than you usually do. That's pretty challenging too. So go slower with your workouts too. Something else I forgot to mention in my workouts is that I'm going kind of fast, and I'm learning I need to slow down on my exercises. So keep that in mind too. Go slow. That really is challenging too and will help you grow those muscles. Alright, so we're just going to start right off on the bat with dumbbell curls, and as you can see here, I try to stand up as tall as I can, keep my arms pinned to my side pretty well so they're not moving so much, and just nice and controlled. I probably could have gone a little slower, but this is what we're working with. This next one is called the side lateral raise. So as you can see here, I'm lifting those dumbbells to the side and just raising them. I also go diagonal as well, and then I also do it in front of my body, as you'll see here. And this has been helping my shoulders so much, you guys. I just feel shredded whenever I do this workout in my shoulders. So that's been wonderful, and honestly, you do not need to lift that heavy for this one, and sometimes I won't even do weights because it's just your arm weight is enough, so just keep that in mind. Oh, and you can do circles too. That will really help you with those shoulders. Alright, so this next one is called overhead triceps extension. So you can't see it right here, but I'll show you in just a moment. I have my legs about hip length apart. So you just want to have a good sturdy stance, and again, nice tall posture. So nice and slow, you're just taking that dumbbell behind your head. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this one is very challenging for me. I was doing about 15-pound dumbbells for a while with this one, but I upped it up to 20 pounds, and it's very challenging, but it's been good. Okay, so I don't know exactly if this is called a clean or if it's like the beginning of a clean, but as you can see here, I have my dumbbells right in front of me, and I have my legs about hip width apart again, so I'm just trying to go slower, of course, but I also bend my legs and just bring them up to about my collarbone, and this has been really helping me work those biceps, those triceps, and the shoulders all at once. It's wonderful. Alright, so now we're taking it down to the floor for the next moves. This one is called the chest press. I love the chest press. This is so good, and it's a great way to challenge yourself. I especially like this one because it targets more than one muscle. So this one targets the pectorals, the deltoids, the triceps, and then the serratus anterior and the biceps. Here is the dumbbell chest fly, and I'm just looking up some things online, you guys, about all these exercises because it's very interesting. So this one specifically opens up your chest muscles, and when you open up your chest muscles, it'll help reduce upper back pain, increase range of motion, and reduce tightness in the upper body. So that is just incredible. I think that's so nice where you can have more mobility like that in your upper body, so definitely take advantage of that. Okay, so this one, I don't know what it's called, but if I had to guess, I think it's like 90-degree extension raise or something. So this one is on your back again, and it's one arm at a time. So I'm just taking about an 8-pound dumbbell. I'm doing literally 90 degrees, going across my chest when the forearm comes down, and then I just bring it directly back up, and then continue to do that very slowly again, and use that other hand to support your arm. Alright, so one more exercise to go for upper body. This one is your classic push-ups. So this one is very good to obviously increase your upper body strength, and this one specifically targets your chest, triceps, and shoulders. And as you can see here, I'm really trying to do time over tension right here because I'm not adding extra weights. So I really want to challenge myself even more and just hold that pose. Also, I forgot to say I'm doing modified push-ups here, so I'm on my knees instead of my feet, and it's just as challenging, you guys, so don't feel bad if you have to do modified. It is still a great workout. So now it's the very next day. This is lower body time, and before I do my actual lower body workout, I will always do dynamic stretching. And dynamic stretching is something I have always done ever since high school, since doing cross country and track, and this is just a great way to warm your body up while getting it in a good stretch before you do your big workout. It also says here that research has shown that you can improve your sport performance and help prevent injuries when you include dynamic stretching in your warm-up routine. Dynamic stretching activates your nervous system and muscles. It improves your joint movement and muscle flexibility, as well as your balance and control. So that's wonderful. I definitely recommend implementing this before you actually do your big workout for a little warm-up. Something else that I've been doing ever since starting this journey is glute activation, and I think for me personally, just because it's been so long since I've lifted heavy weights, so I'm starting from scratch basically. So I think glute activation can be so great. I did the bridge and now I'm doing the clamshell right here. You can use the band as well for more resistance. So again, this is just a great thing to do to get those glutes warmed up and ready to go. Alright, so let's get right into this lower body workout. I first will always start with the glute bridge. This is so good for your glutes, you guys. So basically, as you can see here, I'm bending my legs and I'm pushing my heels into the floor and I'm tightening my glutes and my abs, and lift your hips off the floor. And right here, I'm actually using two 30-pound dumbbells, so it's 60 pounds total, and before that, I was using a big 40-pound dumbbell. So I have increased it 20 pounds, and at first my mindset was like, I don't know if I can do any more, like doing two dumbbells at once, but I made it work. And I think the big thing also is if you want to do two dumbbells at one time, with any exercise, make sure you have that upper body strength to be able to actually lift it all. So that's why we also work on our upper body, so we can actually lift those weights for the lower body workouts too. Now with strengthening your glutes, don't neglect your side glutes. So this one's called the fire hydrant. As you can see, it's weighted as well. You can use dumbbells, you can use resistant bands, you can either use no weights as long as it's challenging for you. You can also hold that pose, so again, time over tension, go nice and slow. And this exercise especially helps to strengthen and tone the muscles in the lower body, particularly in your hips and glutes. And that's essential for maintaining balance, stability, and posture. And notice here too, I started using the 10-pound dumbbells for each leg, but I bumped it up to 15 pounds. So challenge yourself that way too if you feel like you can lift that much. But again, if you can't, don't feel bad. Maybe hold it instead and do that time over tension. Alright, here's another move to increase your glute and hamstring muscle mass. This one is called the Romanian deadlift, also known as the RDL. Again, nice, tall posture. And as you can see here, I have my feet a shoulder width apart, and you want to make sure you hold those dumbbells with your palms facing inward. And don't forget to engage your core, so make sure to keep your abs tightened. That helps strengthen them too. And bring your shoulder blades together and keep your chest held high. This one here is called the calf raises, and I neglect this one so much, you guys, so don't forget your calves. They're just as important. You can do this move either with one or two dumbbells, so as you can see right here, I'm just doing one 40-pound dumbbell and it's right in front of me. And I have my toes pointing forward, I raise my heels off the floor and contract my calves, and then I go back to a starting position. Now we're moving to the couch. You can use either a couch or a bench if you have one, and this is called the hip thrust. So it looks very similar to the bridge, but you're obviously up a little higher for your back. And this is a great one too for your glutes especially. Notice too that I'm holding two dumbbells, so again, so I can have heavier weights here. So it's 60 pounds again, which is very challenging for me. You could start with one dumbbell to get yourself started with it. When you're going up, as you can see, extend your hips upward until your knees reach a 90-degree angle, and then pause and squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. So remember, with all these glute exercises, squeeze at the top as much as you can to again activate those glutes even more. Yay, we made it to the very last exercise. This one is the weighted lunge, and as you can see here, I have my back leg up on the couch, or you can use a bench if you have that. And then that just makes it more challenging for sure, because you have to rely more on that front leg to get you up. And you guys, I probably could have put my foot ahead a little bit more, because you want to make sure that knee doesn't go over your toes. So it's like just barely going over, so I definitely could have made it go farther up, but just keep that in mind too where you're placing your feet. Alright, we are done with the workout. If you were doing this alongside me, then give yourself a round of applause. That was a lot of work. So now I like to end off my workouts with a good stretch. So give yourself a little TLC with stretching. I usually do around 5 to 10 minutes after my workout for stretching. And for each pose, I would hold it for maybe 30 seconds, 20 to 30 seconds. And in case you didn't know, some benefits of stretching is that it improves your performance in physical activities, it decreases your risk of injuries, it helps your joints move through their full range of motion,
It increases muscle blood flow, it enables your muscles to work more effectively, and it improves your ability to do daily activities, and the list could go on and on. So stretching is just amazing. I just think it's so good to do after a big workout, especially after my lower body days. I will definitely take time to do my stretching. So don't neglect that. It's so important to do.
All right, that is my workout routine, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. I know I forgot to do my ab workout routine and show you guys that. So I will definitely include that for episode 4. So stay tuned for that if this has been interesting and motivating for you. So that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.